They gave you all of that extra stuff. You know what they could have said? What is juror? When you got laws, man. When you got laws, yo, and you protect people, sit. You got laws, or you can do this, or you can't do that. And then, yo, if you do this, this is gonna happen. That's it. You sit there, man, and let somebody be like, see, and this is why things are placed in this language the way they are, to confuse you. You don't speak the language. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Some of that stuff you was saying, I'm like, yo, God. And I do this every day. I'm out here every day. I took a boom, 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 give him the breakdown, bang, bang, bang. Sit there, want to go 15 minutes, make every argument possible. I'm like, I do this every day. I've heard that already. I heard that one 10 minutes ago. That one 2 weeks ago. That one was kind of cute, it was original, but no. And that explication there, I can hear in its energy and its spirit is positively designed to make you unaware of what's going on. Your lack of awareness is your lack of consciousness. And the Negro has lost their consciousness. So now when we talk about the concept and the consciousness of nationality, we're talking about not just knowing your nationality, but being aware of it. Being aware of. You can know what a juror society is all day, but if you're not aware of it, if you're not aware of its intricacies, it even said relating to conduct. It was talking about how people treat themselves. Basically, like I said, our problems are social, economic, political, social, economic, political, social, economic, and political. Social is how we treat each other and ourselves. If I don't treat myself right, I can't treat you right. I can't treat you right. I can't treat you right. And if you already not treating yourself right, and I came and I treat you wrong, it's going to do two things. It's going to do two things. Either you're going to want to treat yourself wrong, or you're going to treat somebody else wrong. And the wrong person treat, they can do something to you really wrong. And it'd be like that. Or they turn around and do something to you really right. You ran into Jesus. And now you're like, yo, I can't believe I did this. Now I got this, what am I going to do? And you'll feel like you're in a movie. And right now, our people are in a drama. A whole drama, a whole telenovela, a soap opera. Maria just dio una bofetada a Luis and it's going down. And everybody's waiting for Rodrigo and Roberto y Antonio, Alfonso, all of these Moorish names, to come up and say, yo, listen, we not who we think we are. And then apply what it is that we think we are in an aspect where we can be who we are, right? And not let just our thoughts dictate what it is that we are, but our actions that are made manifest, and the execution of the knowledge acquired using the wisdom, the righteous application of knowledge. So that when we have an understanding, which is the best part, then we can separate the journey. And we can tell people, this is the real, this is what gets you, you know, Section 8 welfare, food stamps, SSI, locked up for 5 years, 7 years. I'm saying, though, you have build your own food, clothing, and shelter, spend on your own, be yourself. You can't be yourself if you don't know who your own self is. So let's do a quick recap. What is nationality?
Got the definition of body politic.
My man, give me the definition of body politic.
That's what I was waiting for you to have. I did a little. The people of a nation, state, or society considered collectively as an organized group of citizens.
As an organized group of what?
Citizens.
Well, what is a citizen? A citizen?
It's an individual who can enjoy the rights of being a citizen under that given nation, I think, or government.
Yeah, that was I was just gonna say a member of a free juror society, but that's also fabulous. Citizen is a member of a body politic. Right now, is this a body politic? Is this a jural society?
Who's making the laws?
Now here's what I'm saying. We just read the definition. We read the definition. We don't know what something is or what we're talking about just because we read the definition. Because if it was that easy, we'd be able to boom. You know what I'm saying? Nationality has a definition. We can know all day what the definition of nationality is. But now it comes to execution of it so that we really know, we have an understanding. Brother Shabazz, I know you're a little bit more in depth than everyone, most people here at the moment. So I know you're very familiar with a lot of the subject matter. Could you tell me if this here, what we're convening in now, is this a body politic?
Harlem or?
That's a good question. I'm not just this room here.
The room?
I will, but Harlem is a body politic. Harlem is a village, is incorporated. It does have representatives of the people. And Harlem is not the people, but the people say otherwise. I am Harlem. But no, in fact, Harlem is a representative corporation of the people that is used for communication purposes, i.e. language. And it does have customs, because this is a region. We do have a culture here as a people. And we do have traditions in Harlem, such as the African American Day Parade, Malcolm X's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Does Harlem have a religion?
No.
Can't be a nation.
No.
So would this here be a body politic?
To my understanding, I wouldn't think so.
Because the body politic also requires the consent of those being represented, and nobody here voted for me.
I was going to say the same thing. If you would have asked me, I don't consider this a body politic.
There has to be a representative to begin with, someone that is typically by vote or by, just people getting together, however they feel like.
Appointment.
Exactly. And that hasn't happened in this room yet.
Right, precisely. Now, let's say like the other week, 15 people here. When we all just get along for like 10 minutes, we talk like, yo, listen, man. We need to go out there, we need to start, really representing. We're organized now, we're an organization. So, we're going to put our first foot forward. Who is it? And we all looking at each other, you're like, well, how about him? You're like, well, how about her? Like, well, how about this one? He's like, well, how about me? And somebody else is like, oh, how about him? Now, I changed my vote. How about her? Well, I thought you was going to change it to him. Now, I don't nominate myself anymore. That doesn't work. So now we need to know parliamentary procedure. We learn how to conduct ourselves in order to hold a certain type of meeting where we have a goal, and now we're going to go for it. We're not just going to sit and talk about it. Hey, let me tell you something about so-called black people. We'll sit here and talk about all our problems until we feel better. I ain't go right back to doing what got you so upset in the first place. So, we, not being blacks, of course, unless anybody still subscribes to that. Is anybody here black? It's okay now. Black power, raise your hand inside.
Black power.
There you go.
Yeah, I wish I hope.
Yeah,
Black power.
I think people don't quite fully understand the definition of black, whether that be through law or whether that be through,
English
dictionary. It's kind of the same complex of understanding the ark and the Roman cross. It doesn't have a room for each other. You know what I mean?
Right. And that is the same as Christ.
Well, just to piggyback on what he said.
You know what? I'm not even going front. We allowed over here. We don't even mess with things. You want to camel walk with them, do your thing.
I don't consider myself black because my skin tone is brown.
Nobody's a cultural prayer.
And, of course I did my research. It never existed from the beginning, so I chose to go home. So I know I'm not black anymore.
That's right. That's right, y'all. Now, you're not black, but now, what happens is you didn't start calling yourself black. Somebody else called you black. So you didn't just start calling yourself black. You went to a body politic. with representatives to represent you, so that you can say, hey, me and these other few thousand people know we're not black. Furthermore, these few thousand people know I'm not black. So guess what? I'm not black, and I need you to update your records, because according to your law is how the society sees me. And right now, society sees me as one of the descendants of the people who were inhabiting the northwest and the southwestern shores of Africa. Get him, bring him in here, please. Thank you. The northwest and the southwestern shores of Africa. And the northwestern shores of Africa, as well as North Africa, these were kingdoms that were founded by our people. Morocco, Tripoli, Tunis, and Algiers. And North Africa, and me being a descendant of people who were in North Africa, being here in America, pertaining to your law, says that I'm white. Because you say that white people, according to American law, are people who were living in North Africa. Well, let's just say I do come from Africa, but I'm not from no slaves. But there was only slaves and slaveholders. Well, you got two choices. You can either believe that our people came, beat our own people up, and started selling our own people, or some Europeans came through with some really futuristic sunscreen, came on the shores, as shore means beach, and beat us up. Pardon me, I had a little bit of trouble just saying that. That was crazy.
I did some pretty accredited research about this word slave, and based off of this word, as far as in America, black people are slaves, but I mean the origin of the word comes from Slovakians, which are Europeans, and us Moors actually used to capture them because the modern day term of a Moor was a pirate or barbarian or whatever, and the Europeans were actually slaves, and that was basically a abbreviation of saying Slovakians, and they just cut it shorter and called them Slavs. But in the English term, if you wanted to put the word Slavs, because it would be added with an ES and become slave.
Yep, because the A is elongated in this language along with many other consonants, because this language is kind of a little bit weird. But it's a language that was founded by Asiatics, and if you see that dictionary and you go to the back where it starts talking about the Indo-European origins, we know that Indo-European is another word to say, well, not people we consider white today. Right. Because we know that the Hindustani Empire was all up there, and the Hindustani Empire was the eastern extension of the Moroccan Empire, which are all Moors. Moor meaning a member of the Moroccan Empire. The Moroccan Empire extending the entire continent of what we call Africa, which is why we don't call ourselves a place, because we're a people who transcend a place, because we inhabited many places at one time. Under one body politic. Because we were organized. So now, when we start talking about languages, and I'm going to just give this quick record before we go into that recap. You know, when the Moors were in Spain, we were speaking Spanish. A lot of people think that Spanish is also a European language. And in fact, the Moors have been speaking Spanish for over 1,000 years. We have been speaking Spanish in the time that Muhammad was around. So while dudes on the east part were saying Assalamu alaikum, we was like, hola, 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 hola. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we were all people of peace. Because peace in our native language is Islam. That would make us original peace. Because Mo in Islam, Mo Salam, Muslim. I'm just saying that when we look at language, we're able to see perspective, religion, our people, nation, in a different light and manner. And that light and manner has a social, treat each other and ourselves differently. So now let's go into that recap right quick. Did anybody else have any definition I asked before and I forgot to get? So let's go into what is a custom. Before we leave here, even the people who just walked in, we should know what custom is. We need to know what a custom is before we leave here. What is a custom? Not a customer, but if we understand what a customer is. Come on, somebody give me custom. Can't be the same person as last time.
Custom or custom?
Custom.
Oh, custom.
A way of doing things.
Thank you. Boom. That's it. Practices. What is a culture? Thank you, sister. What is culture? Brother, what's the culture? Jay, what's the culture? Flex on me.
Culture could be the way people do things.
Get strong on me.
Culture is our language, our natural diet.
No. Culture is not on me.
No.
No, sir. Diet is a portion of the culture. You get partial credit. Thank you for that. Culture, tradition, religion. Tell me how traditions and religions relate with each other. Huh?
How was it?
Origins.
There you go, yeah. No, I was gonna say oral, like, like passing it down, generation to generation.
Oral tradition.
There you go.
All right. Tell me how tradition and religion, besides getting spoken to you. Because remember, Jibril came and spoke the Quran to Muhammad, so that was a trick. What was the angel Jibril's nationality? Things to think about. So now, come on, tradition, religion, intertwining. Tradition and religion. Traditions are passed down. Religions are inherited. The way you see things, and the way you and your mate see things, then the way your child sees things. And your child grows up seeing things from a child's perspective to a man's perspective, based on, or a woman's perspective, pardon me, based on the amount of history that is taught to the child to both to form his current or his present. Feel me? Language. What makes language important?
It's how we communicate.
Okay, cool. That was easy. What is language?
Understanding.
Expressing
Okay, I like the answer, but no. Maybe in another class. This class you are just putting out. This classroom is very realistic. I don't like philosophy. I don't like going into really things that sound too cool. You know what I'm saying? Even though what you said was absolutely correct, this language is understanding, because when you communicate thoughts and feelings, you're understood. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you get to, atmospheric, you get hit with cold words, currents, some very cold, some very swift, changeable. You might, wind up ice, and you fall as ice, and you fall as snow. Sometimes you might just fall as rain. But depending on the current, I just like to keep the current real tropical, real warm. When the rain comes, you know it's rain. So when we say nationality, we're not talking about, well, I feel like it. No. Scratch all that. You got a dictionary? You speak English? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's really going to help us communicate effectively, because when we all know what the colloquial sense is, and then what the higher form is, and then we know what the street level or whatever, now you're able to speak to people's language. And now you can communicate to be understood. Boom. Historic continuity. Anybody. You just want to. Didn't you look? You can't do it. Didn't you give me the answer the first time?
No, I didn't give you.
No? You gave me a lot of answers. Go ahead.
Did I?
Yes.
Historic continuity of people's,
Peoples.
that's that.
Mhm.
I want to say like common history, but that's
People's common history, huh?
continuation of it.
Okay, I'll take both of those. That was right. That was more specific. Continuity or continuation. Body politic. If you're a member of a body politic in this room, raise your hand. Dang, B. Dang. So if I require some type of political relief tomorrow, this brother's gonna be the only one that could come to my aid, because he's a member of the Free Jewel Society, and as a member of the Free Jewel Society, has a right to express his religion or the ways he sees things, dealing with the creative and supernatural, while speaking a language that is understood by the rest of the politic, based on the customs, the little things that he practices, and the culture, which is the way he practices, including the institutionalization imposed upon him by his own people. which will have him do it in a manner traditional to his people. Our people, particularly Moorish-Americans, our tradition of speaking is speaking in an intelligent tone. That's why Moorish-Americans are known for receiving favorable replies. And then we go to, he's got all that, but he doesn't have representative power because his numbers are low. And then our numbers are low. And then we can't really do what we are supposed to do for you because we thought we had a nationality but didn't know how to exercise it. So now the next class what we build upon is going to be the principles of government, the principles of body politic, and then we're going to go over nationality again, and we're going to go over customs, culture, tradition, religion, language, historic continuities, and not just of the Moors, but of the related nations. And we're going to go real heavy into those particular subjects for the next 3 weeks. But next week I'm going to touch on body politics just slightly. You need to understand what really a nation is, how we use a nation, how we apply nationality, and how we execute it. Because that's really the good part. This right here is the boring part. The talking, y'all sitting there and listening and writing and taking notes. This is the boring part. See, this is where a lot of people stop. They have you go somewhere, you pay $10, you know what I'm saying? Or $20, you know what I'm saying? Or you pay your $30, you know what I'm saying? And listen to somebody 2.5 times your age talk about stuff you should be doing, and he never did it himself or doesn't have any plans on doing it. And while he gets rich, teaching you to look into a mystery god in the sky that won't come, you suffer socially, economically, and politically because of a lack or moral redemption because you're not breathing right spiritually. Because anybody who's breathing right ain't really going to keep giving somebody a certain amount of money a week, and you're not producing no results for me. So what I require from y'all is to just bear with me because this is boring. Because in a few months, it's not going to be, let's meet up for class. It's going to be, meet me at City Hall. We got to talk about this bill getting passed. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be about, we need to go and incorporate this and put this in, and we're going to have to move like that because guess what? Because they're making a move on us on 125th right now, because they're making a move on us right now on Fulton, and we're supposed to just sit there and be like, oh, we're going to march. Emphatically, no. Me and my people have searched for that mystery God for trillions of years, and I still ain't found this thing. Yo, I gave up, man. I said the only God is the Son of Man. And if the Son of Man is me, and I came from y'all, then basically it's the sisters who's going, peace, Lord. It's going to be the sisters who's going to have to be leading the charge because the sisters are going to teach the children. And the children are going to be taught from a young age while having already grown examples before them. And then we can start to produce change in our environment, in our circumstance. You know what I'm saying? The first degree, the first question in the student enrollment, it asks, who was the original man? The original man is the Asiatic, the maker. What do you make? The owner. What do you own? The cream of the planet Earth. What did you do to your molecular structure to make it less dense so that it rises to the top? The father of civilization. Everybody knows on the planet Earth that the Moors are the fathers of civilization. That's not a thought. It's not an idea. That's an actual fact. We'll probably find another Snapple cap. You know what I'm talking about? So once you know that and you understand that we're the God of the universe, it's not so much saying it. It's not so much thinking it. It's about doing and being. And because, we as original people, and particularly women, we're so used to creating, and we create. We don't really know what we created. And the circumstance that we're in now, socially, economically, and politically, is created by us. Because while you're screaming Black Power with the right intent, you're screaming Black Power with the right mind, and you're going off your thoughts and your feelings, you don't really know what it is that you're doing. And you don't really know what it is that you're manifesting because you don't understand how powerful you really are. Because if you did, you would know better than to say Black Power or white power, because when you're screaming for something, that means you're in want of something. That means you would like something to be bestowed upon you. And the actual fact is, that the original man is the God of the universe. There is no power outside of us. So what are you asking for? Something outside of yourself. And if you knew nothing was outside of yourself, you would know what your nationality is. That's going to be my class. Any questions? I know one of y'all, somebody got questions. Y'all came in late. Y'all got questions.
Yeah, I was going to highlight you and kind of answer about.
I mean, feel free to ask a public question for, just for, camera's sake, or, maybe if somebody here got a question they don't want to ask it, you might have it. You might have it. You might want to ask me if I want some food. I'll say no and ask a question pertaining to the class.
Well, I just want to go over what you say you're talking about next week. You said principles of government, right? Just want to be correct.
Yes, sir.
All right, I just want to be correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No questions? No questions? Okay, well, everybody looks absolutely fabulous. Thank you for coming. I would like everybody to sign this clipboard before they go. I forgot to make that brother sign it. He won't escape with clutches next time. Everybody else, please sign the clipboard. We're going to be sending text messages every so often concerning updates on the class, any events that are going on pertaining to the Angel Training Corps, the Angel Training Association, or the Angel Training Academy, and I should have and I won't forget for next time, inshallah. This is a production of the Angel Training Academy, an organization that was founded by another brother and myself, and that is being facilitated by the actual people, the Angel and Training Association, which includes myself, Angel and Training #1, the brother holding the camera, Angel and Training #3, as well as many other of our supporters, sympathizers, who are, doing what they can for humanity, teaching in the streets, teaching children, doing their things on various schools, institutions of learning and government. I also want to give a special honor to y'all, for coming through. You obviously have an interest in yourselves, you have an interest in your people, you have an interest in the future, and the only thing